Greetings, everyone. Welcome to THL Family Feud. I am Lotus Knight, one of your hosts for tonight, and I am joined by always just in time. Justin, how are you doing tonight?
Doing well. Thanks for having me here, Lotus.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we're I
It's
was just gonna say, feed into the next one. We're also joined here with our third co-host.
Oh, yeah. We're joined with special host Geranium Battle as well. Geranium, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well today. I'm very excited for Family Feud. It's been a long time working on this, and we've got some great answers to get through.
That we
And
do.
we are also joined by the 35th month resubscription from a certain Donde HS. Thank you for that. Head of content. Starting
Yep.
the night off good.
Representing THL right here. Now this is Family Feud. We're going to do Family Feud rules. I'll explain the rules afterwards, but I think we have to present the two teams who didn't give me a name, so I'll just ask their captains to say a name on the spot. So we're going to start with the most important person, the head of content here, Donde. Donde, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Lotus.
Yeah?
I'm excited to lead Team Discovery Channel to a victory over Ron's team tonight.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a really strong showing by Team Discovery Channel, which I'm just going to call Team Green a lot because you're in green frames. Yeah.
That's completely fair.
Uh, Now number two on the team we have Rotted Zombie directly from Wild. How are you doing, Rotted?
I'm great. It's absolutely fantastic to be here. Let's have some fun. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Directly from No Pros Here Land, we have Agent PWE. How are you doing?
Doing great. Looking forward to redemption after the unfortunate events that occurred yesterday.
I wouldn't call them unfortunate, but that is fine. Um, Next we have the one and only Steffi. Steffi, how are you?
I am nervous as anything, but I appreciate being invited here. So thank you, Lotus.
Oh yeah, I think you're going to have an awesome time. And last but not least, in Greenside, the op that's been in basically every single show this season, we have Dr. Fish.
Hello, everybody.
Fish, are you hyped for tonight?
Yo, I'm really hyped for this. I've been excited for Family Feud since I found out I was gonna be on. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Team Green's performance. Meanwhile, on the other side, the captain of Team Red, Ron Mexico. Ron, how are you doing?
Oh, it's not Team Red. It's Team Best in Show, and we're here to channel. Let's do this.
Ayo!
Let's go.
Ron bringing the heat from the start, followed by F2L Wild winner, Marty B. Marty, how are you doing?
Doing pretty well. It's a little late here, but happy to be around. So excited to beat Donde's team.
I'm really glad to have you. Next, really insane hero player and board member extraordinaire, Desharmo. Welcome, Desharmo.
Hello there. Pretty sure we were called Ron's Luscious Locks. Mistaken, right, Ron?
Okay, okay.
I'm kidding. Oh my
Um,
god.
Next, from Friday nights, we have Corridon slash Corrodon.
Yo, what's going on? Happy to be here. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to answering some community questions or community answers.
Yeah. And our final player is the captain in every single series, Diamond. Diamond, how are you?
Doing well. Thanks for having me, Lotus, and I'm glad to be here with a bunch of other well-known faces in THL.
Yeah, I'm very glad to have you. This is going to be a spicy show. We have 45 answers from THL, and we've built six questions and five trivia questions from those. We're going to do just Going to go through them. We're going to call one player at a time. So one player from each team. They're going to try to answer. The player that gets the most points is the one who's going to. Their team is going to participate in that round. So they're going to try to guess the most answers they can, and once they make 3 mistakes, the other team gets a chance to steal. In between rounds, there will be a trivia round. So, better than me explaining the rules, let's just see them in practice. Everyone ready?
Let's
Ready?
go wreck some red.
Let's do it.
Wow!
Let's go. So, we begin with Ron Mexico and Donde. I'm going to take you two to represent your teams here. Now, I think there's one card that shined brighter than all others this season, and that's just Deck of Lunacy. Nothing felt better than seeing your opponent coining Lunacy on one. And that you knew the game was going to be great and fair. So what I want to ask you is please fill the blank. I always generate blank out of Deck of Lunacy. And for this question, let me just make sure I'm saying the right person. I believe Ron is going to go first. So, Ron, what do you always generate out of Deck of Lunacy?
I mean, we always get in a Grand Slam.
Grand Slam. It's an interesting answer. Donde, what do you think? Do you think he gave us a good answer?
I mean, that's not my personal experience, but yeah, that's like the best card, right?
Well, let's take a look at the board. Grand Slam. Second. Making sure it's here. Okay, is the Grand Slam on the board? It is on the board. It's the 5th most popular answer. Now, it's not number 1, Donde, as you said. What do you think is the answer? I always generate blank out of Deck of Lunacy.
It's got to be Survival of the Fittest then.
Survival of the Fittest. Now, so you're both thinking of those 7 mana spells, right?
Yeah. Well, 10, but you cheat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's an interesting choice. Do you think most THL players, when they play Deck of Lunacy, they're hoping for that card? I would say probably yes, right?
Well, I feel like Survival of the Fittest is more of the meme because it's the worst 10 drop unless you have a board, whereas the Grand Slam gives you the board. So I think we got a bunch of memers in THL, so I think that this is going to be a better answer than the Grand Slam.
Let's take a look. Is Survival of the Fittest on the board? It is the number 4 answer.
Suck it, Ron.
Also for 4 points. FYI, ties were decided randomly beforehand, so just so you know, for the purpose of the
Rigged.
stream.
Oh yeah, won a coin flip. Nice.
So
First time in
rigged.
my life.
So rigged.
It's a fair game.
So we're going to bring Team Green, Donde's Discovery Channel team, to the screen. Welcome everyone. Let's see how you all fare against this question. Rotted Zombie. How are you feeling about this one before I give you a chance to answer?
Well, it's an interesting thing. I am a wild player, and Deck of Lunacy is not as meta and wild, obviously, as it has been in standard. I've played my share of it, but I'm quite effectively, I think, stalling for time while I fumble for an answer.
That is fair. I mean, it's a card. I can tell you what it does if you don't know, but I'm sure you've seen it many times. Yeah. I don't think you want to play it when you can do Mozaki and win in 1 turn in Wild.
Yes. Yeah, Secret Mage and Mozaki Mage are the wild mage decks.
Yeah. So, I want to ask you, what do you always generate out of Deck of Lunacy?
Why did I have to be number 2 and not number 5? I'm gonna go with Oh, I'm gonna go with Mask of Cthulhu because I always seem to find the extra ones when I was playing it and push the extra damage that I needed.
Yeah,
In spite of playing my deck of lunacy before I drew them.
that's true. I mean, it's a good option. I
I
wouldn't
sure hope
mind
I
getting it.
generate anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Do your ring tosses become with Deck of Lunacy? Do your ring tosses become Mask of Cthulhu? They do not. Most players don't get Mask of Cthulhu here.
Sorry, team. All yours.
Agent BWE. How are you feeling about this one? Is Lunacy your favorite card?
It is my. No, wait, it's not. I
Yeah.
enjoy watching people play it. I don't enjoy playing against it or
No.
playing it.
No. I I understand you. So, what do you get when you play Lunacy? What do you always generate?
Well, being the skillful lunacy mage that I am, I play my Enchanter's Flow first in order to get Librum of Hope.
Librum of Hope. It's an interesting one. Do you think a lot of people are actually playing their flows first?
Well, no one plays mage, so no, but when we did, sure.
Okay. Interesting. Is Librum of Hope on the board? And it is on the board. It's the number 2 answer for 6 points. Great call. Now, we have the one and only Steffi.
Hello.
Steffi, are you ready
Oh.
for this?
No, but I'm here and I'm ready to be ready.
Yeah?
Yes.
Tell me, Steffi, what's your experience with Deck of Lunacy and what do you always get?
There is a card that I actually always get, and this is one of the few standard decks that I have played. So
Okay.
this is a great question. I had to look up the name of it though, because it's a shaman spell, and I always get it all the time. I don't know if anybody else does, but it's runic carvings with the little totems, the tutus, and you can make them rush, or you could just have them fill your board. I always get that one. So
Yeah.
maybe everybody else does too.
Let's see. I've gotten it before. I've won a game because of it before. So
See?
let's see. Do people get runic carvings out of Deck of Lunacy? They do not.
Whoa, it's just me then. All right.
Unfortunately, people don't seem to get the Druid Shaman spell. Dr. Fish. Are you
Hello.
a Deck of Lunacy gamer?
I was at one point when most people were playing it, but as soon as it got nerfed, I was like, nope, I don't want to deal with this anymore, even at 4 mana.
Fair.
But yeah, it's fair.
What do you like to get out of it, or what did you like when you used to play it a lot?
I liked getting one of the cards I liked getting, and this isn't my answer, but Initiation was always a card I liked. I liked getting. It's always fun to mess with Initiation and steal my opponent's things.
True.
Yeah.
And what do you always generate? Is it Initiation?
No, Commencement, cause memes.
Commencement.
Commencement, probably the worst card you can get. Even Survival has use in the deck sometimes.
It's an interesting choice. Big warrior / big paladin card. Was that card ever playable, really?
Yeah, big warrior.
Yeah. I
One
feel
of my,
like
one of,
most times.
actually one of my favorite decks. Big warrior plays Commencement.
Huh. So is Commencement on the board? It is on the board. It is the number 6 most popular answer. Yeah, people get a card that tend to do nothing most of the time in that deck. Maybe you can pull a Solarian Prime.
Yeah.
Now we're back to where we started, Donde.
So I'm gonna stick with the theme of extreme disappointment. when you get guardian animals and have no animals in your deck to take out and rush. So it's going to be guardian animals.
Guardian animals. So guardian animals is an interesting card. I like it a lot in Druid, right? Feels way better over there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit better. Now I'm just okay. So the question is guardian animals on the board? And it is the last answer, the number 8. The top answer, the third most common, and the seventh most common answers are still to go. We're back to Wild Guru, Rotted Zombie. Rotted. Go
Guru's
ahead.
Guru's a little strong, but I know that when I ripped Deck of Lunacy and things were getting sort of thin and I needed to find answers, I hoped to run into the Skull of Gul'dan.
Skull of Gul'dan.
Yeah.
Interesting. Skull is choice. So
Yep, it's a good choice if you can rip it Outcast.
yeah. Skull of Gul'dan. So the question is Skull of Gul'dan on the board? And Skull of Gul'dan is on the board. It is the number 1 answer.
Let's go.
So 2 more to go. Now, Agent PWE, we're back to you. What do you always generate out of Deck of Lunacy?
In a similar vein to a Skull of Gul'dan pick, if you are still good at the game but not as good, you will draw Hand of Gul'dan instead.
Hand of Gul'dan. Is Hand of Gul'dan on the board? It is not on the board. There's still 2 answers remaining. Now, Team Ron Mexico has a chance for the steal. So, Ron and team, and I'll ask Ron, I will ask you to please just bring yourselves out, unmute yourselves, and talk amongst each other. Decide what is your guess to try to steal this.
I think we should go with Deck of.
I think we don't. Yeah, I mean, I can't say
Yeah,
they didn't think of
we
it.
agree.
Guys, we gotta discuss.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah. Deck of Chaos. Deck of Chaos. Deck of Chaos. Deck of Chaos.
Definitely Deck of Chaos.
The most, best buff we've seen to date in all of Hearthstone. Deck of Chaos.
Hilarious draw.
Yeah.
Deck of Chaos. So, Deck of Chaos, it's a card. I've never seen a deck play it.
Well, why do you want to play a card that swaps all your minions' costs when you don't have any minions in your deck? Of course, you're not going to see it from the other side.
Lotus, do you know what 4-mana Malygos?
So let's take a look. Is Deck of Chaos on the board? It is on the board. It is the number 3 most common answer.
Yeah.
Which means Team Ron starts the game with 30 points. Before we go, any quick guesses of what was the missing card?
Flame Strike.
Nope.
I guess.
Expendable Performers.
Yeah,
Cycle of
Expendable
Hatred?
Performers.
Yes,
No,
Cycle of Hatred.
Cycle of Hatred is the final card.
Yeah, I was
Hey,
thinking.
nice.
Good card.
Nice.
Let's go.
We were there. We were in the area.
We got the full steal.
So
We always get the steal.
right now, Team Ron has
Boo.
30 points versus 0 from Team Donde, and I'm going to throw to Justin for a trivia question.
Uh-oh.
How does this work?
However, the catch-up mechanic we have is after each round, whichever team lost that round, so in this case, Donde's team, gets the chance to earn 5 bonus points by answering a trivia question.
Oh, they get to
and if
answer
you-
first. Both can try.
Yes, sorry. If you miss it, then the other team gets the attempt at it. And did we say there's going to be 2 attempts for both teams?
Yeah.
Or just
well,
one?
one at a time. If they don't get their
One
first
at a time, but it can go up to 4 total responses because these are going to be a bit tough. So this will be directed at Donde, first in line to answer this. The question is, if you're ready for it. Out of all THL players, who has participated in the most hero seasons? Out of all THL players, has participated in the most seasons of hero?
Am I allowed to deliberate with my teammates on this one?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well, we'll give you 5 seconds or say, 10 seconds.
Huh.
Okay. We got an answer. We
We're
got an
gonna
answer.
need an answer now, don't they?
We're gonna go with Itachi.
I'm sorry, Itachi is not correct, though, albeit not a pretty good guess. I'm sure he's up there. So now we're gonna go over to Ron. The chance to steal again. Ron, what are you gonna say? Out of all THL players, who's done hero the most?
Love me some steals. I think my team is pretty much in consensus here with our discussion. So we are going to guess it is none other than the oldest player in all of THL. It's Jim Philos.
The oldest player you think has played in the most hero seasons? You would be absolutely correct, because it is Jim Philos. Congratulations.
Hey.
That's another 5
Yeah,
bonus
I
points.
thought it might be Jim. I should have said
Stuff.
that.
Yeah, Jim actually played in every single hero season, believe it or not.
Anyway, so moving on to question number 2 now, if Lotus has it set up in time. The scores will be 35-0.
Almost there. 1 second.
So question number 2, well, the first one was hosted by Lotus. It will be hosted by Geranium.
Yep. Geranium, are you ready to ask this one?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. But more so, are my players ready? For this wild question, I'm gonna need 2 wild players. I need Rotted. I need Marty.
Yep.
Because
Give me 1 more second. I'm almost there. I do need to
Gotta
look.
limber up.
no problemo. You guys get a little bit of time to think about what kind of wild question I could be asking here.
Here, hold on. Let me use this opportunity to DM Marty. I'm gonna redacted you up.
Oh, I'm reporting this. Let me just screenshot real quick. Hold on, I actually have the perfect response for him.
I'm sorry, what do you screen? Oh, I see. I see.
And unfortunately, that will be redacted for all the viewers at home. No one will get to know what exactly was sent.
No.
Don't worry, I'll post it in the official THL in general.
I can't believe you said that, man. That is a statement.
Your team appears.
Wow.
Your team appears to be down by quite a bit here, but I see you have changed your background in the call. Is this in reference to anything?
Comeback starts now, baby.
Let's go.
I hate you. I hate
it
you
seems
so
you're
much.
down right now.
Oh my god.
Are you going to rename yourself to Down Day, possibly?
Oh.
You know, it depends if we make the comeback.
That's fair.
Well, we'll have to see with this next question. Are we ready to move
are
to it?
a go in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Well, first for Rotted. Stealer of Souls was the first card to be banned, specifically in Wild. What card would you add next to a Wild ban list?
So we're looking for what's perhaps the most common answer and less what I personally would like to see banned.
Well, we want to see you guys, you get the most common answer so you can lock.
Oh. I mean, there are plenty of I could get cute with a lot of answers about Secret Mage or Big Priest, but I don't think that's the audience here. I'm just going to say Dark Glare.
So you think that Dark Glare, a card that has been ravaging Wild, that has many appearances, allows Giants to be played out on turn 4, that Dark Glare?
I think that's I think it's worth a go anyway.
Well, I mean, let's see if it's even on the board. Is Dark Glare up there?
Second, almost there. Dark
if you thought,
Glare. Yep, there.
if you thought Dark Glare was up there, you're right. It's the number one answer, which means, sorry, Marty, you just get to deliberate with your team. I'm gonna head on over to Donde's team.
I just want to say this was rigged from the start. I should have gone first. Rada taking advantage of his losing team due to being with Donde to get a head start against me. That's
Oh,
all.
this one was just, it's alternating.
Yeah. Sure.
Mm.
Okay.
So where do we go from here?
Geranium should be. Can you hear us, Geranium?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. my internet cut out. So are you ready, Agent PWE, for this question? What card would you add next to a wild ban list?
Yes. I, as a non-wild player and a standard player, I'm gonna hope that some standard players answered the questions, and we all know about Elucia in standard, so maybe Elucia in wild, they hate it too.
I mean, Elucia ruins so many different game plans. Elucia just absolutely ruining OTK decks and making Priest such a dominant force in a lot of matchups. Elucia is something that people definitely hate, but is it something they hate in Wild? Well, we're about to see if Elucia is on the board here. Or perhaps we're about to see that I've lost internet again. I don't know.
It is not on the board, no.
Unfortunately, Lucia is not there. So that means that I am heading now to Steffi.
What's up? Hello. Hi.
So, Steffi,
So
I bet Battlegrounds at least shows you some more minions than just standard, but maybe it will also show you a little bit more to the wild side here. Do you have an answer? What do you think is on the next wild ban list?
that's what you see in the about 4 minutes of research that I just did to come prepared to answer this question. I'm thinking of a card that I used to play all the time when it was in standard, and I could understand how this would be problematic still in wild. So I'm going to answer Lotheb.
Loetheb, another card like Elucia that ruins a lot of game plans. And we see it with Shutterwalk. We see it with lots and lots of different Reno decks. We see it in all these different situations. It makes it so the opponent can't get on the board, and it makes it so the aggressive deck really has the time of their life. So, is Loetheb a problem? Is it going to be on the next wild ban list?
Eh.
Unfortunately, no. In the top 7 answers, we do not have a Loetheb.
I'm
So,
sorry, guys.
team's last chance here. It is Dr. Fish. Dr. Fish, I know you've dabbled in Wild a little bit, so hopefully you have an idea of what would be on the next Wild ban list.
It's interesting. There's a lot of things to consider with this question. A bit surprised about Loetheb. I guess it's not. I guess it's not like super bad, but it does lock people out. So that would have been a good pick. I'm gonna go with Baku the Moon Eater.
Baku the Moon Eater, another great guess. Baku the Moon Eater is the card that enables every single odd strategy.
Hit button win. Not a strat people sometimes like.
Yes, an odd paladin, Duke paladin, absolutely ravaging wild throughout many different formats, has sort of always been there. Is Baku the Moon Eater, which has been banned from standard before in a way, is that on the next wild ban list?
Wah wah.
Really? Damn.
Ooh, 3 strikes in a row, which means it goes to Ron's team. Best in show to steal.
It was always our strategy to deny you points by having as few as possible.
True.
So, best in show, do you have an answer? What do you think is going to be on the next wild ban list?
Tell him, Marty.
And Marty, we trust.
All right, you ready? Your
Han's born
wish
ready.
is my suggestion. Zephyrus the Great.
See you later, Zills.
Zephyrus the Great. Zephyrus the Great is every single card in a way. So is Zephyrus the Great also going to be on this list? Is it on the next wild ban list?
And
Yeah.
And so they will keep their 9 points.
Unlucky.
yeah.
So,
Massive 9 points are going home to Dunde's team.
I think
Fascinating.
non-wild players answered this question, by the way.
so
I mean,
there
well,
are
are,
thinking, like-
two of us answered who are wild players.
I mean, like,
There
are
are-
we thinking like Wild, Ice Block, Raza, Anduin?
It's I thought Raza and
I'm a bit
Anduin would be on the
confused,
board, maybe.
so-
a little
Like-
close there. I mean, Ice Block is going to be on the board there. Raza, not quite, but Reno Jackson.
Oh,
Reno?
Yeah, but actually
Reno?
going from the bottom, the very bottom one
Damn.
here is
Banning
Skull of the
banning an
Minari.
entire archetype. That's interesting.
Skull of the Minari. Okay.
Skull of the Minari,
Minari.
then Flesh Giant for
yeah.
sort
Flesh
of
Giant
combo
for
card with
Flesh Giant
Darkglare.
for Dark Glare makes sense.
Yep. Next is going to be Rigged Fair Game.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, Cabal RFG. Yeah.
Then there's Reno Jackson and Ice Block, the 2 cards that you guys just guessed. And finally, the one right below Darkglare with 8 votes is nothing. Don't ban
Oh.
anything.
Wild is
Oh,
fine.
That's such a
Ooh.
deceiving. That's so
No,
deceiving.
no.
That's so
You can't
deceiving.
put that on there.
I am the only one who answered correctly.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Roddy got it right. Yeah.
I had the
my
easy
God.
one too. You just handed it.
I mean, maybe you guys just don't know THL as well as you think you do. And you're answering all these things that clearly your competitors, your friends don't believe in. It's frankly distasteful and disgusting, really.
I'm going to say, I mean, THL said a lot of different cards that I would also say are very big problems in Wild, or at least are perceived problems with Secret Mage represented twice there. Darkglare, Warlock, extremely popular. So maybe it's you guys that don't know Wild as well. Anyways, though, between the rounds here, before we get on to question number 3, is going to be trivia question number 2. Another 5 points to whatever team can get this first. We're going to start with Marty on this question.
Ooh.
And
Now
the
you
question,
get to go first, Marty.
yeah, the question is, what minion says, "I'll make you a real toy"?
Oh, that's easy.
I got this. This is easy. It's Geppetto Joy Buzz.
Damn it.
And 5 points are going
Ooh.
to go to that team. "I'll make you a real toy" is what it says, and that is exactly what we got here. Geppetto Joy Buzz coming in for another 5. 40-9 will be the updated scores here. Definitely not out of it.
Now I want to make a quick suggestion. There's someone here who has a really good thing to say about Amazon Prime. Ron Mexico, do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Let me access some show notes real quick. I consistently delete that from my brain and then read it off. But yeah, I got something for you. If we're jumping, I just got to say, hey there, Twitch viewers. Have you subscribed to Team Hearth Legends yet? No? Then make today the day to be a legend yourself and subscribe to our channel. This subscription enables the THL team to help cover the various costs for operating our website, as well as improve the quality of our streams and content to our viewers. If you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, you can actually subscribe to this channel for free. Subscribers will get a THL emoticon as well as the lovely THL chat badge. So hit that heart button, keep the notifications on, and make sure you catch our team broadcasting live. We appreciate each and every one of you. Special note to our viewers, check out THL's other social media points of interest. Our website, teamhearthlegends.com. Follow us on Twitter at THL_HS. Join us on Discord at Team Hearth Legends. Check out the THL PAL podcast for power rankings for all series, wherever you find your podcasts. And the true Hearth legend himself, recently crowned champion Saku, continues to post all of our videos on our YouTube channel. Just search for Team Hearth Legends to catch everything previously recorded. You're, of course, watching us on our Twitch channel live, twitch.tv/Team Hearth Legends, or possibly on our YouTube channel in the future. And for all you THL fanatics out there, we have THL shows every single day of the week, even in the off season, unless Mako doesn't feel like it. You can't go wrong tuning in at any time for some amazing Hearthstone-related content. Now back to the good part.
Awesome. The next host here is, I believe Justin is going to read us the next question. I am almost ready. Just give me 20 more seconds, Justin. Maybe you can introduce the two players who are going to be
Sure.
answering the question.
Yeah, so these next two players starting out will be Ducharmo against Agent PWE, making his face cam reveal on stream today. So props to that. It will be Ducharmo alternating, guessing first. And this one will be back to standard. So a question that I think Agent may know a little bit more about than hoping wild players feel the same about Lucia. The standard do.
We did have one Elucia answer, by the way.
It was there.
It is justified now.
Anyways, are we good to go, Lotus?
Almost. One more second.
Okay.
Basically,
Monday,
yes.
I see you've changed your background once again. Are you feeling inflated by your team's banner point total? Breaking
You know,
your
we're
duck?
closer. We're getting there. The job's not done yet, though. There's still plenty of game left to play.
All right.
I like that you changed that background, Dante, realizing that you are no Tom Brady. It's good. It's a good move.
Yeah, I mean, Tom Brady has many more titles, and slightly more significance too. So, I mean, Tom
think we're
Brady didn't
ready.
win the title this past year, so.
No, I think we're ready to start.
Okay, well, with that, again, this will be Ducharmo answering first, and then PWE. Barons. Familiar with that, right? Barons was an expansion. Breaking news. I mean, truly insightful I am here. Anyways, it was an expansion with some diversity and fun decks. Which was your favorite archetype from this expansion? Asking the THL community, what do you think they said? Got a total of 7 answers on the board for you to choose from. What do you got?
I am going to go with. I know people hate this deck, but it is one of my favorite decks, and I know a lot of top Legend players play this deck. I'm going to go with Control Priest.
Wow, so Control Priest, not only a stalling intro to your answer, but a stalling deck. A real battle of attrition in the answer. Lotus is Control Priest on the board.
Control Priest is not on the board.
What was that answer? Who with the Delete Priest, who would say that's their favorite archetype?
Right?
I'm just going with what my
Anyways.
favorite deck is.
I guess fair. Unfortunately, the THL community did not agree with you. So, Agent PWE, do you have more in mind with what the THL community would say to this? Their favorite archetype from the Barons?
I personally don't agree with this pick, but everyone else on my team says that they like playing Rush Warrior for some reason. So I'm going to say Rush Warrior.
Okay, Rush Warrior. A fresh new archetype that Lesmos did not compose a song about why it should be deleted. And any answer here on the board will win this initial round for Agent PWE. So his team will have the chance to have a run at it. Lotus is Rush Warrior on the board.
Rush Warrior is on the board.
4 points, the fourth most common answer, Rush Warrior. Call.
Now, I forgot to ask these the previous time, so I just want to note this. Do you want to play or pass, Agent PWE? You do have the option.
Insta play.
Awesome.
Okay, so next up, sorry, will be Steffi now, going in the order.
Me.
Yes, you. So I know you've been playing a lot of standard, or actually, this question did not even specify. So we did have a number of answers in wild, though obviously the majority of the THL player base are standard players. So can you guess which archetype they were very hyped about playing this expansion?
I feel like a lot of the stuff that was around though was around before, but I personally liked Token Druid, so I'm gonna say Token Druid. That's my answer.
Druid, okay, that is a standard archetype that certainly a lot of people played, a lot of people had success with. It's recently been nerfed due to its strength, but I still saw some people bring it this past weekend and came down to it in the finals of Hero. Lotus is Token Druid on the board.
Token Druid is not on the
Come
board.
on, Lotus.
Nope.
Just lie and pretend it's there.
There's some eclectic answers here.
So that unfortunately will be the first X for Team Donde. Moving on in the order, next up will be Fish. Do you have a better idea than that? What was the minds on Team Donde saying?
I'm gonna go with N'Zoth Paladin.
N'Zoth Paladin. That was an type that a bunch of people were having fun with. Called by a bunch of different names here, so hopefully
Menagerie
some
or N'Zoth,
combining.
yeah.
Yeah, it did some combining in the clustering, so we'll account for that. Rang some real arena mid-range curve, but it could do some damage before the Paladin nerfs. Lotus is N'Zoth Paladin on the board.
N'Zoth Paladin is the 7th answer.
Yo, just sneaking on there. They all count. Another 3 points going on the board. Congratulations. Now moving on in the order, next back around to the front to the leader himself, Donde. What do you got next?
I mean, I guess there's like kind of a divide here on the team. Are we talking about just decks that were introduced in Barons, or stuff that may have happened and persisted through Barons?
Question as asked at THL was that what is your favorite archetype from this expansion?
Okay.
So
all right. Well, we've talked about it a little bit, and this is one that sticks around all the time. But Miracle Rogue is probably the favorite of quite a few people over the course of Hearthstone's life cycle. So yes, it's in the Barons. It's a little different. Field Contact does fun things. So we're gonna Miracle Rogue on this one.
could not have said it better myself. Classic archetype that definitely got a facelift, a little different style of playing this time. Lotus is Miracle Rogue on the board.
Miracle Rogue is the number 1 answer.
Wow, okay. 10 points now on the board. Total of 17 up for grabs if you can either finish it out or at the risk of being stolen. Next up is number 2 in the order, Rotted, back to you.
I mean, I'm a wild guy, and I don't think any wild decks get serious answer here. We're talking about standard for them, more or less. And I know that a deck that I've enjoyed playing, even if it has been kind of like middling, has been Death Rattle Demon Hunter with all the new synergies that have emerged in the expansion, and so I would like to go with that.
Death Rattle Demon Hunter. Have you been playing the wild version or the standard version? I've heard there's both.
Standard version. It's not really a thing in wild. Some people are trying it, and there are a few other cards in wild that can help, like N'Zoth, but it's mostly a standard thing.
You're not quite a piloted shredder in 2021 kind of guy.
No.
Okay. Well, Lotus is Death Rattle Demon Hunter. Either the standard or wild version on the board.
Yeah, covering both bases.
Death Rattle DH is the number 3 most popular answer.
Let's go.
Oh. Another 4 points, up to a bounty, a total of 21 for whoever will take this round. Moving on next in the order, it is back to the man who started off, Agent PWE. Can you name another archetype that THL really liked this expansion?
All right, so I think we're gonna play to our audience on this answer, and I know a lot of very outspoken people like to play Control Warrior. So hopefully at least 2 people said that.
Yeah, I see CMAC and Nice Jewish Owl both in the audience right now, and all that was required as someone who has read the rules, I'm sure you're aware, to get on the board. All you need is 2 responses of the same answer.
Those were the
Lotus.
2 people we had in mind.
Control Warrior on the board.
Control Warrior is not on the board.
Aw.
Oh man.
Damn. I guess
Not
my
a
vote
bad
and CMAC
guess.
didn't vote.
Unfortunately, that will be your second strike.
All right.
Now going back to you, Steffi. Any more thoughts?
All right. It's hard because all I know is what I know, and that's limited to what everybody else knows.
And to be
Alright.
fair, it does say favorite archetype from this expansion. It does not specify standard or wild, nor does it particularly exclude BGs. Do you think a lot of THL
It
people
does. Okay, we
would
know
read
that
this
nobody
question
knows
and
these
answer Brand Menagerie?
Don't tempt me with a good time when it's not there. Okay, we all know that answer is not there. All right. I'm torn between 2, but I'm gonna go with what I should go with. And if I get it wrong, it's not my fault. I'm gonna go with the OTK Demon Hunter deck, which I hate with the freaking guy for that one. The 80. Oh, I hate him. That one.
Okay,
That's
you
what I'm
hate
going
it
with.
with a freaking passion, but
I
do
do.
THL members love it?
They should hate it.
I certainly love it when I play my Skull on 5 and kill people on 6. Lotus
Yeah.
is OTKDH on the board.
Lotus.
I love OTKDH, but THL does
Lotus.
not. It is not on the board.
I swear I'm done.
So unfortunately, that means that is the third strike. Stop me if you've heard this before, but 21 points up for grab. Now going over to Ron's team with a chance to steal. 3 answers remaining. Ron, what was I see 64 messages since I last saw your chat. Lots of think tanking going on. What are you saying?
We have a pick that we kind of want to say.
We
but
should let
we're
the
gonna
team.
go with.
We should let the team discuss if they want to discuss live.
Okay.
We've been discussing
okay.
for a while, but we could.
Yeah.
Hey guys, let's discuss. What are we gonna choose?
Okay. It's between
This is,
between 3 things, right?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
trying to pick the most, what we think
Face
is the most
Hunter or
guaranteed.
Spell Mage is, I think, is one of those 2 for sure.
Or
Yeah.
like
Celestial
Celestial Druid.
We're not.
I think
we're
that's
not,
more-
We're not
the-
serious about that.
DHL
DHL's
Yeah.
full of memers.
I'm telling
No.
you, Celestial Druid's right above Menagerie Paladin.
Stop that.
If it's not
Stop
there.
that.
It could also
But-
it could also be Elemental Shaman, but I don't think
I
we're
don't-
gonna.
Yeah, I feel like the safest pick is Spell Mage. People loved scamming.
Okay, well, looking for an answer now. Final answer, Ron. What do you got?
Final answer, no minion mage.
Well, Mage was already addressed in question number 1. So did that put it on people's minds, make them more likely to answer it here? Did maybe that dissuade them from talking about that awful lunacy again? Lotus is Spell Mage on the board.
Spell Mage. Spell Mage is on the board. It is the number
Hey.
2 answer.
Yeah.
Wow, so
You'd
many
love
people
to
are
see
terrible.
it.
Four
wow, I'm
points
four,
will bring the bounty to 25 this round, and will make the score 65 to
See?
9 at the end of 3 rounds of questions. Any guesses quickly of anyone here?
Face Hunter?
Face Hunter.
Celestial Druid.
Ticketus lock. Ticketus lock.
Oh,
Not
that's why they're-
Ticklock, not Face
Celestial
Hunter,
Druid?
not Celestial Druid.
Shaman?
Unfortunately, Pheno could not be reached for.
It's not. It's not.
Was
Face Hunter
Secret,
really not
was,
on there?
Was Secret Rogue
Face
on
Hunter.
there? was Secret Rogue?
No, none of
That'd
those.
be
No,
fun.
I
Yeah.
What about
that
Oh
would do
wow!
what like what aggro
Elemental
Ellie
Shaman.
Shaman?
No,
Elemental
Yes, that
Shaman.
was
the Blood
that was
Reaver
the number
priest.
6 for 3 answers. Was
Oh,
Yeah.
Elemental
Miracle
Shaman,
Priest?
Aggro Shaman. We combined them
Yeah,
into one.
Doomhammers go face. People like going face. I thought
Yeah,
Face
them
Hunter would be there because of that.
Yeah, maybe
Uh,
it's just been too tried and true. This was the new fresh mini set deck.
Poison
Yeah.
Rogue? Is Poison Rogue there?
Weapon
Yeah,
Rogue?
no, it's not. Not bad guesses. The last one I was actually surprised to see there, but 3 people really like playing Clown Druid. This
Clowns.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh yeah, I love
yeah,
that.
clowns. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So what was it? It was
people. I
Conjured
mean,
and
people like
Stepping.
scamming, so that makes perfect sense.
Clown
I'm
Druid,
surprised.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
Not
hate
that
Clown Druid with a passion.
Anyways, handing it off to trivia question number 3 here will be Geranium taking care of this one.
Yeah, and if Lotus wanted these trivia questions to be able to do some back end stuff, this one will certainly give him the time. This
Mhm.
trivia question, in fact, is worth 10 points because it is, at least we think, the most difficult of the trivia questions. So it's worth 10 points because there are 10 possible answers. Once again, need the 2 players from this round. That being AGPWE, that being the Sharmo, and AGPWE, you will get to answer first on of the 10 players that are.
Oh,
Is mic back for anyone else?
rip Geranium.
Yeah, is Geranium gone?
Yeah, well, he's not, at least not in the ninja.
Okay, well, I guess I can read out the question then.
Go for it, Justin.
Sure. So, as he was introducing, which of the 10 players here today in call, so not any of the hosts, but the other 10, has an equal number of matches played, won, and lost in Legacy and Hero over their lifetime, including this season? So, same number of wins and losses, so in both Hero and Legacy. The hint is that it's someone here in call. So, the team that lost that round was Donde's team. So, PWE, who do you think it is?
All right, I'll be first in the guessing simulator. I think Donde and Ducharmeau both have a lot of games, and so their win rate should be close to 50%. So I'm gonna go with that.
Oh, sorry. Just to clarify again, I'll let you change your answer if you want to, but this is the. It does not necessarily imply a 50% win rate. Perhaps.
Well,
the
no,
question here
I'm
was
just saying that they played so many
gotcha.
games that.
Oh, it's not
Yes,
2
you're
should be
players.
close
It's
to
1
equal.
player. It's 1
Oh,
player
it's
that
one.
in
One
Legacy.
player who has their lifetime record in Legacy is the
Oh,
exact same as their
this
lifetime record in Hero.
this seems like a much easier question.
So I'm sorry, I'm back to take this
That's
question.
Awesome.
very, very sorry about that. My internet decided to crap out for the second time. But yes, Agent PWE, what one player has those 3 stats all the same across Hero and Legacy?
I'm gonna go with Corridon. I feel like his PR in both are relatively the same, maybe, and so I'm gonna go for the 1 in 10.
Unfortunately, Corridon is not the answer this time. He does have a somewhat similar record, but it is not the exact same, and that is what we are looking for. So, coming back over to Desharmo, which of the other 9 players do you think has the same record?
Shamu, I think you're muted.
Thank you. I'm gonna go. I'm thinking of somebody who started at the same time. I know a lot of people when they started playing one series and moved on to the other, so they have an unbalanced amount. But I think this player joined and started playing both series at the same time. I'm gonna go with, and it is a very good player, so I would assume that they would have won in both series. I'm gonna go with Ron Mexico.
You think
What?
Ron Mexico
Why
for
are you throwing?
same number of matches played,
Yes.
same number of matches won, and same number of matches lost?
The question
oh.
is saying that you have a
Oh.
50% win rate, right?
Is
Are
th-
you
I
kidding,
thought-
DeSharmo?
I thought
No,
Lotus
no,
just
no.
said that.
It is not saying 50% win rate. It is saying that the number of matches played is the
Yeah.
same across both series. The number of matches won is the same across both
Yeah,
series.
that's what I was
and the
saying.
number of
Get
matches
off,
lost.
get off my back, Ron Mexico. It's saying that you have the same win rate in
I think
Legacy and Hero.
Oh. Yeah, none of us. I mean, the rest of us in chat, DeSharmo, who you completely ignored, were totally not on that page.
I wasn't.
Well,
I, don't.
think,
I thought no was supposed to help on. So I was.
Let's
Oh,
see
you
if
can
let's
use
see
chat
what
help.
answer it.
yeah. So you're saying Ron get off your back, but I think actually Ron has to get on your back because you are absolutely correct with that.
Yes.
Ron,
Ron,
this is so
Amazing.
crazy.
Get
He has-
wrecked. My team, get out of my house right now.
Incredible.
I guess
Take
we
by
those.
having
a question.
I'm the
Ron,
only one
by
on the team that understood the question.
Yeah.
I mean, we also had me. To be
Love to see it.
fair, we also were going to choose me because we
They literally-
misunderstood the question.
They literally just said it doesn't mean that they have a 50% win rate. And then you guys are like, Ron has over a 50% win rate.
We
I was
didn't
like,
think
what?
we didn't think on the 50% win rate thing. We figured that it was like the same. Anyway, we were in the same thought process as the other team.
I was thinking, a good thing
Well played, DeSharmo.
Yeah.
at the same time, played both series and is an amazing player. So he probably has about the same win rate in both series.
Just to give you an idea, this is absolutely crazy that this is even factual, that this is the same in both series. Ron, by getting such a bad streak in Legacy and such a good streak in Hero of the Session, brought them both to the same at 59 matches apiece.
Wow.
36 winning matches and 23 losing matches, exactly tied in both.
Weird. Huh.
What a crazy stat.
Good job, Ron.
No, good job,
Ron.
DeSharmo, and get wrecked, Ron.
Yeah,
Ron.
good job, DeSharmo.
I mean, the
We need to
question wouldn't be
capitalize on this
available.
infighting.
The question wouldn't be available if Ron didn't
point
do
to be
it.
taken.
I'm just messing with Ron, guys. I'm not.
Donde, 9 points says what?
Yeah, so now you're actually messing with Ron's score total, though, because now you guys got an additional 10 points, bringing you far ahead in this series. And now we're going to go to question 4, if we're ready for that.
Oh, we are. I want to bring Steffi and Corridon for this one.
Hello.
I hope you're both ready to talk some BGs finally.
Finally.
So
maybe.
here's the question I have for both of you. What's your favorite Battlegrounds comp that has ever been around? And I know there are a ton. I've liked a ton of them. I've hated a ton of them. I've hated way more than I liked. I'm sure Corridon is thinking the same. I'm sure Steffi is thinking the same. So I want to ask you here, what's the one you like the most? And this time we're going to start with Steffi.
Okay, this is really. But hold on, I can't think like Stephanie. I have to think like THL, correct?
Yes, this is THL answering.
And this is of at any time. This comp could have been at any
The
time.
question that was given to everyone is, what's your favorite Battlegrounds comp that has ever been around? Now, we do know comp is not a super well-defined term, so we'll ask you to also mention a few cards that you would expect in that comp, just so it's pretty clear what answer you're giving.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's so many. Okay. What do I think's been the favorite Battlegrounds comp that has ever been around? But see, I feel like what I want to say, nobody would have liked. So like I'm struggling there. Okay. I really liked Pogos, but I also really liked the Holy Mackerel. Okay. I'm gonna go with the class. I feel like a lot of people are gonna say this if you've like played and you remember this era. I'm gonna go with the Murloc's Gentle Megasaur. the classic of classic build.
Sure.
Like that's the one I'm gonna go with. Yeah.
The classic Murloc Gentle Megasaur. That's quite an old build.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Is Murloc or Beta Murloc the original Murloc build on the board? It is the number 7 answer. It is on the board.
I got there. We're on the board.
Now, Corridon,
Yo.
for your team to play, you need to guess one of those 6 answers above Murloc. Do you think you have it? And don't tell me yet. Do you think you do?
Okay. I think I got it. I think I'm going the way Steffi was going, thinking of a classic one that's been around for a while. But the issue with Steffi's answer is Megasaur got rolled out because nobody liked it, because it was obtrusive and it was abusive to the system. I'm going with something that's been updated recently and got a little bit of support. I'm going to go with Menagerie.
Menagerie. That's an interesting one. That dominated so much at the start, right? That was a...
Yeah, not only with the Light Fang, you've got the new Blood Gems support for it too. So I think Menagerie's up there, man. I think it's better than 7 anyway.
Let's see. Is Menagerie on the board? Menagerie is the number 1 answer with 10 points.
People are so boring.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Y'all are boring.
Menagerie is the number 1 comp, which means Team Red is actually going to get a chance to play this round.
Actually, Lotus,
pass.
we'd like to pass.
You want to pass?
Yeah, straight up, we're gonna pass.
Okay, well, it is your choice if you want to try passing. You're going to give Steffi's team a chance.
Passing. Yeah, for sure. We're giving him. We're gonna pass for sure. Thank you. Puff puff pass.
Okay. Very well. It is your choice. So right now, given that they're passing, we're going to have Steffi's team step up for an answer. So we're going to start with Dr. Fish, who was my captain in Battlegrounds. So I hope he knows what he's talking about here.
I would
Fish,
hope so too.
what is your favorite BG's comp that has ever been around? And remember, you can talk and chat as much as you want if you want to discuss your answers, thoughts, etc.
Yeah. A comp that I know was ended up being like a comp that people didn't necessarily like by the end, but it was fun. I guess if you like making massive minions, I'm gonna go with Pogos.
Pogos.
Pogo Hopper comp. I don't know if there's any other specific name.
Yeah. Pogos with Jandis were a lot of fun, weren't they?
Yes, Jandis Pogos were pretty fun.
Yeah. Let's see. Is Pogos on the board? Pogos is not on the board. Right? It's so shocking.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all are lame. Those are fun comps. I'm with Steffi. I got you, Steffi.
Now, going back to Captain Donde.
APM Pirates.
APM Pirates. Do you think...
I mean, that's...
people
Saying
like
it like
it?
I'm playing it fast.
That better be there. Play him fast.
APM Pirates. That's an interesting comp. That's still around today. Is that considered tier 1 right now?
It's considered tier fun, baby.
That's true. Let's see. Is APM Pirates on the board? APM Pirates is the number 2 answer.
There you go, Donde.
APM Pirates. So now we go to Rotted Zombie. Rotted, are you a BG's player?
I mean, I've played on my phone while I'm making dinner.
Sure.
I haven't played super competitively, but it is a fun mode. I remember playing at BlizzCon when they first introduced it, and I won my first game with Gentle Megasaur. So, meh. Right, back at whoever.
Yeah.
If I play currently, it's sort of tricky. Like, I know that there are a lot of interesting and new things, but I kind of like to default back to a few metas ago in my heyday, and I kind of want to play with like sort of beasts, death rattly beasts. I like Goldrin. He's my boy.
Okay, so Goldrin Beast Comp. That's still around today, right? I think.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
I don't know if it's
with like Baron Rivendare and shit like that, or stuff like that. Whoa.
Steffi nodding her head.
Yeah. Steffi, does that fall in the fun category or no? So let's see. Is Goldrin Beasts on the board? Goldrin Beasts is the number 3 answer.
Let's go.
It is on the board. Which means Agent PWE is up next. So, Agent PWE, what is your favorite Battlegrounds comp that has ever been around?
I'd say that I force Quillbores every game that I can, even after they got nerfed. So I enjoy that one quite a bit. Even playing Chenvala, I can't get away from it. Elementals just aren't for me.
Sure. So your choice is Quillbores?
No, my choice. That's my favorite, but I think more people like playing Calic Ghosts and Big Dragons.
Caligos and Big Dragons. That's an interesting comp. I mean, it's in and around quite a bit. Is Caligos Big Dragons on the board? It is not on the board. No. Which means you have one more chance before the other team gets a chance to steal.
Oh no.
And we are back to
Oh, no.
Steffi.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Again, there's answers I want to say, but I don't think other people would have liked them.
Sure.
All right. We got the infinites, we got the beasts. I like Nomi, but I don't know if we have a lot of Nomi gamers in chat. So I don't 100% know if I want to go Nomi. Let me think. I also, I don't know if people actually like this build, but I don't know if people would vote for it. Oh, this is hard. Oh, I'm wasting time. I'm so sorry. All right, I'm gonna go with if you want to win. I feel like this is the one that you pick, and I think I'm starting to see my teammates also saying it. Probably gonna get this wrong. The other team's probably gonna get it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The Khadgar Scallywag Pirates. You know the OTK like infinite, basically.
Yeah. Exodia Pirates.
That one. Exodia. Thank you. Thank you.
No
Thank you,
worries.
Corden.
I'm here for
Thank
you.
you. Yippee too.
Exodia
yeah, that one.
Pirates. That comp is so much fun.
It is when you have to build the pieces. Take some thought.
Yes. Is Exodia Pirates on the board?
I should have picked Nomi.
It is not on the board.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself.
Now, Corridon was hoping for a steal here. So let's see if they get the steal or not. There are still 4 answers to what's your favorite Battlegrounds comp that has ever been around. Corridon, I want to open the mic to your team, have a team discussion, and make a call on what you think is an answer.
Yeah, I mean, good on the other team. There are some answers there that we definitely thought were up there. When Exodia came out, we thought they were still alive. So surprising to see. I guess it just shows the community around. But what do we think, team?
Before we say it, I just want to shout out Donde real quick for doing this for us. And I know that he knows that I was the first one to mention passing, and it seems like it's working out pretty well. So would recommend. Thanks again, Donde. Anyways,
no.
But with that, I mean, we have to thank Agent PWE as well for our answer and just slap in a nice Quillbores.
Yeah, thank you.
Quillbores. Quillbores came recently and broke Battlegrounds completely, right?
When you break something, people like it, man. If you have something that's broken, people tend to play it. It's a play yourself deck. Or deck, I guess, composition. blood gems do things, and Quillbores, man.
Yeah, Quillbores. Are the Quillbores on the board? They are not on the board.
Ooh.
Wow, THL, I'm upset.
Right?
See, I wasn't allowed to answer the survey, so.
So
Yeah.
Can we just take a
Actually-
random guess now,
Actually, the
Lotus?
survey was widely
I-
distributed in the THL general chat.
Do we get it
multiple
back?
times. You were.
You
you're
do
not
get
right.
the
yeah.
points.
Steffi, we get the points. Yes.
How is Quillbores THL?
So-
I am so upset with
I have
you.
point as well. Is Holy Mackerel up there? I'm curious.
Get
So,
absolutely wrecked.
Let's take a look at the
Yomi gamers?
answers. The answers were, the number 4 answer was Holy Mackerel.
Damn it!
Oh, my baby.
Holy
Wait,
Mackerel was
Oh,
such a
wow.
fun comp. Oh, that comp
y'all
was
pick
beautiful.
that, but you don't pick Khadgar. Don't. Okay.
The number
Is
2
Elementals there?
answer, or the
Okay.
number 8 answer was Elementals.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah,
almost said
Ellie's,
it.
big
Oh,
Ellie's,
we almost
yeah.
said it.
The
That
number
was our
6
second choice.
answer is Token Mechs. And
Really?
Cobalt. Cobalt.
What?
Come
Party,
on.
let's go.
Oh,
and the
Cobalt
number
Guardian, that's
5
right.
is
OG.
Bomb Toss.
The demon? Wait,
No.
No, Bomb Toss with
Death Rattle
Kaboombot and
Max.
Rivendell?
Death
Yeah.
Rattle
That's not
Bomb
even a
Mech,
comp.
the one that
Death
just
Rattle Bomb
explodes
Mech
your
with-
board.
Boom.
Yo,
Yeah, if
that's
you want to
not-
get 8th place every game,
Kaboom
Yeah.
pot.
Before
Damn.
elementals and
garbage. Come on,
Yeah,
how is
before,
Soul
yeah.
Juggler Demons not up
God,
there?
I forgot about
THL,
Cobalt
Ew,
Guardian. That was
don't
like
bring
the
up
first
demons
card.
here.
That was the
THL, you
first
need to
card that
go
got, like,
sort something
removed.
out.
Where's Chadgar when I would need him?
Chadgar is just.
Oh, I didn't think.
I'm disappointed that
I
there was
thought
no
the Exodia
Khadgar
Pirates
brand.
were up there. Yeah.
Nobody said Khadgar
Don't they hit the
brand?
nail on the head with the APM Pirates though?
I
Look
thought they
at-
would.
look-
Big
I gotta
big,
say-
big shout to you.
Anybody?
I got a shout out for Pee Wee at getting us to say Quillbores and then it not being there. That was your ultimate strategy.
Love you, PWE. Let's go.
Next level strats.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
moving
do,
on now. To the,
Yep, I do want to bring
Trivia
to
question?
Justin with the trivia
Yeah.
question.
The score 23 points now for Donde's team. Is this fourth quarter? Patriots? Is this it? Comeback time? Now
Yeah, that was the sack of Matt Ryan by Dante Hightower.
By Dante Hightower, yeah.
Yep.
yeah, scores are now 32 to 75. So not completely done. Again, players to answer this trivia question. Again, BG's related will be the first two who are asked this. So Steffi and Corridon. Steffi's team won the round, so this will be directed at Corridon's first. Are we all ready on your end, Lotus? Yes, I see we are. Okay.
Yeah.
Which BG's card contains the following words in this exact order on its text? A random minion. 3 words. A random minion. Only one BG's card that contains those exact words in that exact
It's
order. on its text.
it's Nat Pagel.
Your guess is Nat Pagel.
Yeah, Captain Pagel or whatever, tier 5. Yeah.
He's a
Lotus.
pirate.
Nat Pagel, correct?
Nat Pagel is correct.
Yeah.
Go
Extreme
ran-
Angler and the extremely arcane knowledge. Wow, I had no clue about that one. Congrats.
Thanks.
I presume everyone in chat knew that, but
Yeah, of course.
it's quite impressive under the pressure to get it live with no hesitation. First try.
Hey, pressure makes diamonds, baby.
Hey.
Ooh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so moving on to question 5 now, I guess. That was remarkably quick.
That was quick, right?
Sorry about that comeback, Donde.
Oh, my bad. Let me think about that a little longer.
5 more points for Ron's team. We'll move the scores to 80 to 32. And now will be Geranium hosting the penultimate question.
Yes, and if we are ready to go to that penultimate question,
Almost. Just one more very quick minute.
of course. Well, just so you know, the people that I will be bringing on for this one are the last people that haven't yet been up here. So that is going to be Diamond and Fish when we finally get to the question. How have you guys been doing?
Just chilling at the bottom, you know. how
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
We're repaired here.
Chilling
not
chilling in the
because of-
5 seed.
Fish, we were put here because we're 5 seeds, and also our names both start with D.
That's
Everyone else,
correct.
DD's knowledge, wildlife. I don't know. We're here because our names with the same letter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had 2 wild players, and then we had 2 BGs players as well answering questions. So, what do you guys think your theme is?
Oh,
Hmm,
random THL fun facts.
probably.
We're ready whenever you
Although I don't
are.
I don't know that I don't know
Oh,
that much about THL though.
you
I would
think
have to
You'll
random
be fine.
THL fun facts? Well, your question is, what was your favorite Barons, as in this last season, every single series? What was your favorite Barons THL team name?
Oh,
And we're gonna
okay.
go with Diamond first. Diamond, what do you think was everyone's favorite Barons team name?
I'm totally not thinking of all the team names because I totally have them memorized from being on so many shows this season.
I mean, you've even captained some of them yourself.
I I have captained some of them. Uh,
The question is, do you think your team's team names are popular enough to be the favorites?
I don't think. I mean, last time it was, but I don't think so. I think I'm gonna cheer for the team who at least I like their logo and their when they won. I'm gonna go to Wash Tabbers, also known as Shed Ape, because the only one
So
I can think of right now.
top 6 answers on the board is Shed Ape. The other name to Washed Tappers is Shed Ape up on this board.
Shed Ape is on the board.
Get the ape out of this shed. And it is the number 1 answer worth
Oh,
5
really?
points, which means that Diamond,
That's
you have the choice: pass
carb.
or play.
Hold on, just all right. We have everyone wants to play this time. We're tired of stealing. Let's get this board.
The
So we're gonna
first
choose.
question that your team is actually playing. Okay. So, team Best in Show is going to play out this one, which means we're going right back to the top of the order here with Ron, Mexico.
Hmm.
Ron, do you have a favorite Barons THL team name that you'd like to think everyone else thinks the same?
I gotta go with my own team. We had a ridiculous logo. We had a sponsor of THL's favorite uncle who was taking a season off. We made it to playoffs. It was a solid season. We did him proud. We gotta say, brushy tuna.
Brushy Tuna, our favorite fish and emote in THL Discord. Remember that you can sub to get access to special THL emotes. Is Brushy Tuna on this board?
Wah wah.
Ooh, unfortunately, Brushy Tuna not as prevalent as he is. I mean,
Oh,
he can get into the Hall of Fame, not
you guys are
onto
mean.
this board though.
You guys are mean, THL. Tuna's gonna be upset.
Gonna
Just
throw
don't tell
money.
him; it's fine. Uh, so now, after Ron, we are going to Marty B. Marty, what do you think is the favorite Barons THL team name?
Marty, are you muted again?
I always do this. I'm always muted. Everyone, I
Classic
got like
Marty.
five muted messages. You gotta love it. Well, I'm gonna go with Twitch chat though. They said it for me. Fish.
You think fish? A very quick answer, also an animal answer, just like Shed Ape was before. I mean, we saw a lot of success with Shed Ape, and its popularity was fish. Popular enough to get on this board?
Fish. Fish was a fun team. I don't remember everyone who was in that team, to be honest. But I'm really bad at knowing who's in what team. Now, is Fish on the board? Fish is on the board.
Seems like you guys have got your wish. With 4 points, the number 4 answer on this board. Sorry,
Take
number
that.
5 answer on this board. So now, I'm going right around to Desharmo, I hope you are not muted yourself. Do you have an answer for me of what is your favorite or THL's favorite Barons team name?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the team that you can't understand their name, but Bank Yugi Fan Club.
Are we going to go with the team that no one could pronounce, made specifically so that casters can't pronounce it? Even though people don't know their name, do people like it enough for it to get on this board? Bank Yugi's Thai Fan Club. Is it up there, Lotus?
Bank Yugi's fan club is up there.
And worth 5 points. So, successful answer from Desharmo means we're going to come around to Corridon. Corridon, only one strike on the board for you, but the question is the same. What is the favorite Barons THL team name?
Well, I mean, it wasn't my favorite, but I think a lot of people around here might have to say Zilfs. I think a couple hot Zilfs in my area, personally.
Really stroking Donde's ego here. Hot Zilfs. Here's our thinking. Zephyrus is lethal for sure, is what that stands for. And it's also some hot Zilfs in our area. The legacy winners, Hot Zilfs. Are they up on the board?
They are up on the board.
Hey.
Also a big 4 points for you guys, bringing the total up to 18 so far for this question that the opponent's team can maybe steal, unless you're going to lock it out here. As we come around to Diamond, it's still only one strike for you guys. What is the favorite Barons THL team name?
I'm just gonna go with another Donde team. Make sure his ego's nice and healthy wherever I may roam.
Hey, I mean, this one we're stroking Ron's ego too, so we can cover
True,
all the
true.
bases here. Wherever I may roam, a reference to, I believe, some sort of old song, as Donde loves to discuss old songs in the Discord. Wherever I may roam, also reference to Cario Roam, Tamsin Roam from the expansion, is wherever I may roam up on this board.
It is on the board. Number 2 answer.
You guys are absolutely sweeping this board so far.
I didn't think that one was there, to be honest. I
Thank
gotta
you,
believe in the
Jarmo.
diamond. I gotta believe in
Good
diamond, though.
name.
I gotta believe in diamond.
Yes, I mean, he's been doing very well on answering what the top answers are. He got the top answer and then the second top answer here, and that means we're actually coming back around to Ron. So Ron, only one strike on the board and only one possible answer left. Can you steal it? What is the favorite Barons THL team name that's left?
Maybe it's name recognition, that they won the titles. Maybe it's because the teams with all the best names were winning titles, and that helped them get there. But I think I got to go. One of our most recent champs here. It's got to be Blast. Let's go for Blast.
Thanks, Ron.
BLAST. That's the champs we want to see. Is BLAST Lotus's team up on this board? Lotus, does everyone like your team's name?
Unfortunately, they do not.
Ooh. At least not enough to get on the board here. We see we have a lot of spread out answers. A lot of people like a lot of different things. So that means it's coming to you, Marty B. Marty B. This is the last answer for your team. Whether you get the last answer or whether you get the last strike is all up to you. What is THL's favorite Barons THL team name that's left up there?
You're muted.
You know, unmuting myself is really difficult. Okay, and just like this question, which is really difficult too. This whole year has been difficult. Everyone being inside, COVID stuff. Do you know how infectious they said that disease is? It's insane, especially with the Delta variant now. It's crazy. You know what else is super infectious? STDs. You know what that means? Standard THL degenerates.
Ooh. Their superhero team logo, STDs. Are they the hero of everyone in THL? Are they so popular that they are the last answer on this board? Well, Lotus?
They are not.
Unfortunately, Muted B did not get that right, which means we're going to go to the other team. Team Discovery Channel. You guys get a chance to steal. So unmute and let's see what you guys are discussing.
We've been discussing. I think we've come to a group decision consensus here.
Who?
It's got to be. Do you even tonk, bro?
Catering to the other two hosts on this team, we've got Just in Time and Geranium Battles Legacy Team. Do you even tonk? I'm
Tonk.
touched that you would mention us.
Tonk. It's
Do
gotta
we
be.
have some tonk hopefuls as the
Tonk
last
emojis
spot
in the chat.
on this board? Do you even get on the board?
Tonk is not on the board.
Which means
Really?
23
Alright,
points are
I have
going
another-
to Ron.
Is it Dad Legend?
Nope.
Is it?
It
Is
can't
it
be Dad
is
Legend.
it Popeyes?
Nope.
Man corrects multiple
Man
wives.
corrects multiple
Nope.
wives.
No.
Damn.
Popular answers.
I'm out.
But
Marty and
Small
Zombie
people?
should get
Orcs?
this. Marty and
Oh,
Zombie.
is it?
Is it
It's
really
not
Viridian?
Viridian, is it?
It's not Viridian,
No,
but it's a
no.
wild
Why-
team.
Everyone's a winner?
I think it's a
Tell
wild
me
team.
I'm a wreck.
Hair Club?
not so.
The only
Come on,
person
keep
voting
running
for
through.
Tell Me I'm a Wreck is Mako.
I think this one was almost never going to be got.
No.
I think
Oh.
3 people on this team just voted for themselves.
Mancrick's Revenge?
Oh my god.
Oh, you already said
Is
Man
it
Creek's
is it
Revenge, but
Diamond's
no,
team?
this is
Is it Pog Merchants?
No.
no.
Oh.
So
What is that?
Another
Everyone's a winner?
another
Can you
wild
tell
team.
us what
Is
it
it the
is?
Crab
it's
Rider
not
team?
not
I feel
everyone.
like
Is
we've
it-
named
It's
every
Crab
wild.
Rider.
It's Crab
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the
Riders.
Crab Rider
Crab
team.
Rider.
Oh my
Thank
god.
you.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I like those people. I subbed for them.
Shenanigans.
Amazing.
Now we're
Shout
we're
outs to
getting
Crab
the
Rider.
getting to the last little bit here. We've now learned what the favorite THL teams' names were, and I'm going to hand this off to Justin for the last trivia question.
Okay, thank you. There, Max. So this will be Diamond and Fish getting their shot at answering a trivia question, just like they have been longtime THL players and well, one recent captain, one longtime captain. And this past question was about THL name trivia. This one will be about old Hearthstone game. You ready with it, Fish? Oh, I see you are. Okay, so answering first will be Fish. Which of the 9 original Hearthstone classes, so not Demon Hunter, which of them has the fewest number of legendaries, including all cards, wild cards?
Oh god. That's Hearthstone trivia. I don't know. Oh god.
1-9. You got this.
The least amount of legendaries.
Need an answer.
Yeah.
This one's
I'm
ridiculously
gonna go.
hard.
I'm gonna go. Ooh.
What's on your mind? Go with your gut.
Part of me wants to go Priest because they got rid of Velen, but they also added Natalie Celine.
All
They-
cards, all time. Yes,
I know
so
all cards
wild-
all time. I'm
Yeah,
thinking it's
including
like
wild.
classes that might have had legendaries removed, maybe that didn't get, but they all get replaced.
So, gonna need an answer now. What are you saying, Fish?
Yeah. Shoot.
The more time you take, the more time Diamond gets to consider here.
I know.
All good.
I have to give you a countdown. 5, 4,
Eat. I'll say
one.
Priest. I'm gonna go Priest. It's probably
Priest.
wrong.
Hey,
Probably
well,
wrong, but it could be Priest.
if it were me, I would say it has an 8 and 9 chance of being wrong. But Lotus, it's either
Yeah.
0 or 1. It's either right or wrong. Which one
Exactly.
is it?
Yeah.
It is not Priest.
Okay.
Okay, over to Diamond to try to get this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Paladin.
Paladin.
Paladin. Any reasoning for that? Yeah, we've heard
When I
features
saw
about
this
that.
question, it was my first answer, and after much deliberation, my team agreed with me. So
With your gut.
that's it. Yeah.
Bit Paladin, Lotus.
Paladin is correct.
Oh,
Yes,
heyo.
congratulations.
Is it
Another
really?
5 points going to
Easy
Donde's
gut
team.
feeling. Let's
Did
go.
did
I'm
Pally not?
reading that
Is it
Hunter got
Pally?
Acid Maw and Dread Scale, one expansion, so that was a +1 compared to everyone else.
Yeah,
Mage got to the Amazing Reno in an adventure. Druid got Lady Anacondra in this most recent mini
Yeah.
set, and all the other classes got Galacrons.
And
Other than
Paladin
just
didn't
never
have a
got anything.
Galacron. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. No.
Hopefully would not have got it on the spot though, so quite, quite impressive that you did, Diamond.
Thank you. Hey, 1 and 8, you know?
Yeah. Good
Anyway,
job. Good
so
job, Diamond.
we're moving on to the very last question. No more trivia, so very last opportunity to earn points. And Lotus, is there something special about this round?
This is going to be a double point round, so the game is far from over.
Yeah, Ron's team has done about as well as you could be asked to do in the first 5 rounds, but I think it's still mathematically possible, so looking at these totals of the answer key, for there to be a comeback. But it would take quite a run across the board. But if anyone's able to do it, it would be, well, we got Ron's team has in the bag. Anyways, we'll be back up to Donde and Ron to answer this question, and this one will be directed towards Donde first. Are you ready for this, Lotus?
Yep, we're ready.
Okay. Final question of the day. Priest. You guys know it. Priest is the worst.
Yes.
If you were to delete a single priest card, what would it be? Thinking,
Oh
Donde.
boy.
And
I mean,
yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just thinking like the obvious answer tends to be like a Lucia. Like a lot of people complain about a Lucia. And I don't necessarily agree with that myself, but it feels like, we got to go with what THL would say. So, I'm trying to think if there's another answer here.
Before you give a final answer, I'm going to give one final caveat. The balance changes were obviously released this past Thursday, and that may be fresh
Right.
in everyone's mind, but most people responded to the survey before balance changes were announced, so don't let that bias
Fair.
your answers to both teams. Anyways, Donde, final answer. You are God for a day. What priest card would you turn to arcane dust in everyone's collection?
Let's stick with the Lucia. Let's go with Lucia.
Okay, Mind Render Lucia. Apparently a card that one person responded they want banned in Wild. Is it an answer in here in Standard? Actually, it doesn't specify Standard. Never mind. Is it Dante? Lucia.
Lucia is on the board as the number 2 answer.
Number
Okay.
2.
Okay.
7 points, so is up now to Ron. Can he name the number 1 answer? 7 times 2, 14 points. Ron, what do you think? Priest card we get rid of.
So it's an interesting strategy point to debate on here. Do I just go with like a full-on meme card and just say Donde's team never gets this and they throw and I just give them the spot, or do I go for like one of the common priest cards and just try to take the actual number 1 as the 1 and 3? Because I could just say like Natalie Celine, but maybe there's like a conglomerate of THL memers that are like, oh, it's Natalie. Let's all have them. But I think we'll take the real answer, and I will go with one of the most problematic, and the most problematic is apotheosis. We're gonna say apotheosis.
That your final answer? Not Natalie Slane? Apotheosis?
Apotheosis. You have to
Okay.
trade every card that they ever play on the board so that you don't get apotheosis healed if it's anywhere like decent stats. It's
Recently
apotheosis.
nerfed because of that. Some people, I presume, wanted it much worse than nerfed. Lotus is apotheosis on the board.
Apotheosis. I hated this card so much, and It is the number one answer.
Ding, ding,
Hey,
ding.
get wrecked on day.
Okay. What would you like to do with this? Would you like to try guess at it, or you could pass? You could
Oh,
pull the
we're
serene
going
line.
we're going for 200 points here.
Oh
We want
my.
to blow them
Okay.
completely out of the water. We are
Not even
going with
close.
play. Let's do this.
So next up in the order will be Corridon. Am I correct? No, and that will be Marty. Sorry. Uh, if you were to delete a single priest card, what would it be?
Hmm.
And
Well,
oh,
you see,
unmuted, Paul.
yeah, I am unmuted this time. This time I remembered. You see, there was a card that was recently changed, and I'm gonna go with that one. Renew.
Is Renew. Yeah, just doubling up on the, the nerf cards. Is Renew on the board, Lotus?
Renew. Renew is an interesting one. Definitely an interesting one. It's so efficient, and it is on the board, the number 6 answer.
That's number 6 answer, and I think the stream graphics a little bugged right now. There should
Yeah,
be
it's fixed.
10. Okay, great, fixed now. There should be 8 total responses to this one. It was showing only 6. But yes, congrats, Renew is one. So now, moving on to Corridon. Can you name another card?
You just skipped me.
Should be the Sharma.
Sorry, my bad. The Sharma.
Um, I'm gonna pick a card that that I don't think it's a problematic card in itself, but the problem that it's generated all the time and so infuriating when they generate it because they always generate this card. But I think THL would pick it. I'm gonna go with Soul Mirror.
Mirror, yeah. Certainly, AMA last week, Kickstarter was asked about just removing legendary cards like Soul Mirror from Discover pools. He had an interesting answer on that, saying he thought it was just Discover needs to be, generation needs to be reduced. That's not the problem. But certainly a lot of people right now do not like facing 3 or 4 Soul Mirrors every game. Is that a card they wish were deleted? Lotus?
It is. Spear is on the board.
Yes, that is 2 respondents, so 2 times 4 points. Now going up next to the man I almost just skipped to, Corridon.
Yeah.
If you delete a
Well,
single free card, what would it be?
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff for priest. I guess if we could have 8 answers for priest that people want to delete, man, there's a big problem there. Personally, I hate playing against this card because it can pretty much generate all of these things except Elucia, and that would be Sethic Veilweaver.
Yeah, Sethek Veilweaver, one of the biggest mass generators, Renew's best friend, is Sethek Veilweaver on the board.
Wow, wow.
Oh no, okay. Apparently people are okay with Sethek, or at least they hate other things more. Moving on then to Diamond. You have any more insight on what you would snap away? Thanos snap from Priest's toolkit?
I'm gonna go with what my teammates are suggesting. The card's already been nerfed, but why not just delete it? Hysteria.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's been the theme a lot tonight. People asking, talking about Deck of Lunacy even after it's been nerfed. People asking for Dark Glare to be banned in Wild. Is Hysteria on the board?
Hysteria is the number 8 answer.
Ooh, just sneaking in there. 2 people for 4 points saying that Hysteria should be gone from Priest. Now back up to the top of the order. We've made one full loop. Back around to Ron. You got Priest Tate up there? 3 answers remaining on the board.
I got so much priest hate, and I think one of the most hateable cards is definitely Raise Dead. We got to go with Raise Dead here.
At least there's no more Wand Maker into Renew, into Raise Dead, into Renew, or Raise Dead, or whatever that chain was, but it's Raise Dead on the board.
Raised Dead is not on the board.
Oh, that is the second strike here. So moving on now to Marty. If you want 200 points, you're gonna have to get this one correct. What do you think? Question again. Priest is the worst. If you were to delete a single priest card, what would it be?
You know, I understand Raised Dead not being there because it's mostly a Warlock card, if being honest, as a wild player. So fine with that not being there. But I'm gonna go with palm reading.
Reading. It makes everything else cheaper. Makes everything else unnerfed. Basically, is that on the board, Lotus?
Palm Reading. I hate this card so much. It is on the board. It's the number 3 answer.
Renew into palm reading into renew. May all your renews get palm readings and vice versa. So only 2 answers left on the board here. Getting tougher and tougher to snipe them, but you guys are still managing. Back to you, Descharmo. What do you think? THL community said. Are you muted? Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay,
sorry.
cool.
Man, this is difficult. I'm gonna I don't know. I'm gonna go with Zyrella.
Zyrella. Card that got, I guess, another synergy card with Renew. Got indirectly nerfed by that powerful 2-card combo, costing a mana more now. Lotus, is Zyrella on the board?
Zyrella is not on the board.
Okay, so that will be the third X. Now it will be over to Donde's team to steal for 44 points times 2, I believe. Yeah, that's not doubled yet? No, that is doubled.
That is doubled.
That is doubled. Okay. So they may have a hard time catching up, but at least they make it a little bit closer. What are you guys thinking about?
We're thinking stuff. We're thinking Desharmo's daughter is here.
Sorry, hold on. I'm sorry.
No, it's great. I love it.
He's my son, not my daughter.
Oh, son,
Oh.
sorry. The camera's a little fuzz.
Yeah. Anyone else on the team have some thoughts? What were you
Yeah,
guys
we're stalling as we
discussing?
discuss.
Yeah, I
here.
mean, you guys can discuss out loud. I mean, there's
Yeah?
no way the opponent's team can steal from you.
Yeah.
That's true. So I mean,
Yeah.
light shower elementals on the table. I actually said, we saw the answer earlier. That was nothing.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
thought nothing could be one, but I think that
yeah.
this was answered. I think this was answered prior to patch partially, so there was stuff. I thought Draconic Studies potentially was something.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a possibility. I was saying
Yeah.
that people might say Samuro is a joke because it's not a priest card, but it's basically a priest card with Apotheosis.
It's played in so many other decks, though.
I know it is, but
Yeah, you're
we
right.
got our
You're right. The Dome deck.
we got our fun THL survey takers here, so it's yeah, this is not an easy decision. It would appear that we're down to either Light Shower Elemental or Draconic Studies as the two in our chat here.
50-50. I
Is-
know
I
you've
mean-
lost many coin flips before. Will you lose this one as well?
Wow, just gonna put it out there like that, huh?
I'll defer to Pee Wee's answer. We can do that.
Sorry
Yeah,
to
Pee
draw
Wee's been
your
MVP so far, so we'll roll with Pee Wee's answer.
Yeah, we're on with Pee Wee.
draw your Rancor out there, but
Yeah, there's no
at least you
gosh.
draw it sometimes.
not a priest card, not a priest card at all.
Where's Rancor? That is the
Where-
question.
Yeah, where Rancor? We are gonna go with Light Shower Elemental.
Okay,
Final answer.
Is that the name for the card? I've seen other names for it floating around in the chat.
This is the G-rated answer for
Yeah, this is the
name
card.
for the
This
card.
is the actual card.
Lotus is Light Shower Elemental, as said by the THL community. Is that on the board?
Light Shower Elemental is not on the board. No.
No.
Okay, so
It's gotta
those
be
4 points will be going back
What is
to Ron's team.
Draconic studies?
88
Was it
points,
actually?
sorry.
Was it actually?
Nope.
Was it actually
88 points.
studies?
Not
Not
studies.
studies either.
Really?
Psychic
Raza,
Scream?
Raza,
Raza,
Not
Raza
Raza.
Scream.
No wild
Yeah,
cards, surprisingly. I'm
No
surprised
gas
no one
I
spoiler.
can't. Can you please
Oh,
tell us
no
what they were?
wild?
cards? 2 wild cards?
Well, we're
No.
guessing. We're guessing.
Oh, we have to
Oh.
guess. So they're older
They-
cards. So they're old.
They said
No
not
wild
wild card, no wild
not
cards.
I was
wild.
surprised.
Oh.
Okay,
So
This-
I mean,
wave
nothing
of
is
apathy.
nothing is an
standard, but
answer.
No one answered wild cards.
Wave
Waves
of
of
apathy.
is one of them. Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
wave of
Wave
of
apathy.
apathy?
Shit, I forgot about that card.
And then the
And
other
there's
one,
one
I would have
more.
to say condemn.
No,
Ooh, no.
condemn's not that big of a
Bloodweaver?
deal.
Smite or
What if it's
penance?
Wait,
what it's just
The
everything?
other one is something that was mentioned before by
Oh,
someone new.
Nazmani Bloodweaver?
No.
No, not quite.
It was mentioned
Dang.
earlier.
Otis,
Blade
do
Master.
you want to reveal it?
That was
Cabal
Sure.
Acolyte?
The other one was nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
People
Damn it,
love
guys,
Breeze.
damn it.
You.
Damn it.
Well, yeah, I said that was a
We
did say that was
definitely
a
considered
possibility.
that.
I had
Y'all
a
did
few
it. That's-
people.
No, we
at
did.
least
We did.
one of
We did
which
consider nothing and decided that Priest had too much problems for nothing to be
few
an answer. But I guess
statists,
not.
one of whom I'm pretty sure was CMAC, believed that the current state of pre. Oh, he even
Oh.
admits it in chat now. Oh my gosh!
Of
Look
Of
at
course,
this.
of course,
man.
Evac.
Yeah.
I still love you,
Unfortunately,
but of
it
course.
was not just him. He was joined by 2 compatriots. 3 people answered nothing. Priest is fine.
Yeah, some people thought that that Wild is just fine. Wild doesn't need a ban list, and some people thought that Priest is just fine. Priest doesn't need anything banned. So you guys can talk to those people yourselves.
Yeah, we got scammed twice. It's okay.
Yeah, that's Scammalama Ding Dong right there.
Your first mistake was having Gandhi on your team.
Well, Lotus, I guess
See if
do
I
you
ever
want to
come
tally
out
up
for
the
this
final
again.
scores? Any final
Yes,
thoughts?
or see if you ever get on again.
That's why you lost, huh? The priest cards question. No
No.
other is just that scam.
No, definitely not.
Honestly, I was surprised with.
I mean, we failed to say spell mage in favorite decks. That was a bit silly, but
Yeah, both teams definitely grew into the game as time went on. Got better with their answers and their communication. But as
there
you
a
see on
final
stream, one team grew into it slightly better than the other. Congratulations to Ron's Luscious Lock. Whatever you said your team name was.
not our team
Score of
name.
152 to
best
30.
in show.
Yeah, team best in show.
That was not our team. That was
Great
trolling
name, by
Ron.
the way.
But okay.
Hey, we take it. It's a win. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to Team Ron's Luscious Locks. I think that is it for our show tonight. I want to thank one by one and ask for super, super quick final words as we close. Thank you, Donde, for participating tonight.
Contrary to what everyone else here said about me, you know who you are. I still love you all, but mostly Lotus because he was the least mean to me tonight. So, and Steffi too. Steffi was not mean at all. So,
And same here,
Steffi and
Donde. All love.
you were besties. Never Marty.
I want to thank Rotted Zombie for coming in today.
Happy to be here. It's a learning experience to be sure, but it was a lot of fun. Thanks, guys.
I'm glad you had fun. Thank you, Agent PWE, for your great answers.
I'd like to thank the other team for when we were discussing when they played for the first time that they could play on the last turn and then get them all wrong intentionally and then give it to us so we had no chance. So we appreciated them making it a game.
True.
Sportsmanship. You're welcome.
I want to thank Steffi for coming here, our Battlegrounds expert.
I would like to say our points did come from the battlegrounds question. So no, but thank you for being here. It's so fun to be a part of the community and just like hang out with you guys. So thanks.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Dr. Fish, for being here tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Chow, we had a great season this season, so thanks everybody for this season.
Yeah, I just want to thank Fish one more time for all the insane op work he's been doing because it's been amazing. And I also want to thank Diamond for being here. Thank you, Diamond.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Thank you, Corridon, for joining us.
Oh yeah, always down to have some fun. It was a great time, lots of laughs, good people, and I mean, I'll see everybody in Stormwind.
Yeah. Thank you, Dusharmo, for being here.
Was a blast. Getting to wreck Donde and Ron in the same night made my day.
True.
The teaser. Also, shout out to Desharmo for resubbing slightly after Donde, but for 30 months at the beginning of the stream. Didn't get called
Wow.
out then, and recently gifting a sub to his competitor tonight, Steffi. Thank you for that.
Awesome.
And of course, all you do for recruitment.
Thank you, Marty, for playing tonight and for staying up this late over there.
Yeah, of course, it's always fun. Thanks everyone for running this. Thanks to the other team. It was a lot of fun. I know the score suggests that it was a bit more lopsided, but it's always all in good fun, and it's a really great community. So I'm glad I'm a part of it.
Finally, for the last of the players, thank you, Ron, for joining us tonight. I hope you had a lot of fun, and we'll be having more fun tomorrow.
I don't hope he had a lot of fun.
Thanks for getting that on. Yeah,
This is
this
a
was
PG
great.
stream, guys.
This is a blast to be a part of, and thank you, Lotus and Justin and Geranium for taking the time to prepare this and put this on for everybody. I hope you all enjoyed as much as we did for being a part of it. And tune in tomorrow. We've got basically Team Hearth Center over on the left side that is going to be bringing you the final recap of the season as it wrapped up. So excited for more things THL coming.
Yeah. I want to take this moment to thank Justin for being here. Justin, it was great to have you.
Thanks. Yeah, second time recently. I've spent a lot of time with you. This one slightly more social than the last, but both were great.
Oh yeah. And I want to thank Geranium as well for doing so much work in preparing this, and your contributions were amazing tonight.
Yeah, my cam may be frozen, but I'm fired up for THL and everything that's going on in this off season. All the teams that are being made, all the shows that are going to happen in this little bit, and especially for the expansion coming out. So catch us on Tavern Talk this week as well. I know Ron got to plug his Hearth Center, but Dr. Fish is going to return for Tavern Talk along with me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
We've got
believe.
one last show.
Yeah, I will be there as well. I'm in both shows this week, I think. So, literally every night pulling double duties for THL.
Yeah.
So I want to thank everyone who was here tonight. I want to I hope all our viewers had a great time. If you had suggestions, hopefully we'll do a next Family Feud soon. And spoiler alert, there will still be a card review that we'll be doing some point in the off season before the new set is out. So that's going to come at some point in the next few weeks. So we'll see you all later. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.